My name is Peter. I'm the minister of St. Mark's Unitarian Church in Edinburgh. I'd like to share with you some of my own thoughts and feelings at this time. I've been doing a great deal of listening in to the conversations I've been having since lockdown. And there's a particular question that seems to arise with increasing frequency, and that is, how are you spending your time? How are you spending your time? Goodness knows how many times I've been asked this in recent weeks. Possibly, I dare say, as many as I've asked others. And the responses I've received when I've been doing the asking have been diverse. From accounts of folk filling each minute with Zoom calls and e-learning and online self-development classes and books and film and Facebook, through the tales of the self-disclosed, unwashed, sitting in yesterday's pants, surrounded by crisp packets and empty bottles, patiently waiting and hoping and praying for this time to pass and to pass soon. Friends, at this time of crisis, it is easy to feel anxious and concerned about how we are spending our time. Perhaps we might feel coloured by those things we hear in our own social circles or in the media. Maybe we might be with feelings of guilt about those things we think we ought to be doing but aren't, or those things we can do that others can't. And so, regarding any anxiousness we may feel about our self-worth, or more specifically, about how we're spending our time during lockdown, I simply say this: friends, let it go. Just let it go. For there's no one way, no right way to being. There's no one way, no right way to how we spend our time at this time or at any time. And so rather than asking others, how are you spending your time? Perhaps instead we could be asking, what is the quality found in the time that you're spending? What is the quality found in the time that you're spending? It doesn't really matter how busy or not we are, or really what we choose to do. What matters is what's held in our heart in all that we're with. I say it's better to sit contented on the couch, unwashed in yesterday's pants, than to live in a hysteria of distraction, anxious to fill every minute for fear of the consequences. Or conversely, better to spend time enjoying the company of others by Zoom than languishing alone, bound by one's wounds, fearful to reach out lest we experience further rejection. For the truth is, for many of us, even these crude illustrations are not binary propositions. The reality is much more complex. I know this because since lockdown, I've been in both places and in variations thereof. And perhaps friends, you have too. Nothing is fixed. Perhaps this time of pandemic really brings that home. So rather than scrutinizing what we're doing, perhaps we could take greater care to examine why we're doing it. And in doing so, explore how we truly are in the moment, in every moment, in every sacred moment. Friends, at this time I feel we're being given an invitation, should we choose to accept it. At this time when all that is familiar feels stripped back or stripped away. The invitation is to consider simply the following: what really matters? What really matters? Thank you for listening.